Recording in progress.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me see. We want to stream here. Oh, just kidding. I need to go back because I always forget to do this here. Share sound. Okay. And voila. What's up, business life? First comment. There you go. There you go. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to another stream here on the New York session. Peter Mac was good with it. What's good? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me get everything set up here. Oh wow! Look at this right here from Asian session. Actually, this was London Open. London Open. I had this marked up from Asian session last night, but look at this. We had this close right in the zone. See, buys above closure. Closed. Take an entry as the highs are broken right here. Would have been a nice 40 pips to the marked up resistance, and 67 pips to the top. So that was a nice analysis there. FUFS, what's good? What's good? Roberts, what's good? What's good? How's it going? Let me just get everything situated here first, and then we'll bust him into let me just get everything good. Hey, do me a favor while we're getting rocking and rolling. Like the stream. If you're new to the stream, make sure you subscribe. Turn on the post notifications so you don't miss any in the future. Ricardo, what's up? Good morning. What's happening? All right. Okay. Wajahat, good morning. What's happening? What's happening? Business life, gold will go up. GJ will go down. Olim, good morning. How's it going? Yeah, we'll just have to see at this point. Oh, what are we looking at here? Damn, this is gold right here. Yeah, gold going up would be great. We could retest those highs created during London session. GJ. What is this? Oh yeah, we broke above. We broke and closed above right here. Then we ranged a little bit. Then we had some volume coming into resistance there, which was like pre-London, London Open. So cool. All right, daily time frame. Previous daily candle bullish, but with a very strong rejection. Also, we're below here, so let's check this out. So we have previous daily candle bullish. We have this support resistance zone right here where we rejected multiple times. Came down, rejected here, came up. Now we are currently respecting the previous daily's high. So I think unless we see price start to break and close above 165.760, this day is probably going to be bearish. And we can look at this as it's the top wick to continue the move down. So let's check this out on 4 hour. I'm just going to leave that line there for now. 4 hour, so we have resistance that's formed right here. Previous 4 hour candle was a volatile candle here, broke the highs and the lows, closed very strong bearish. Current 4 hour candle still has about 2 hours and 20 minutes left. This could be the top wick up to go ahead and break the lows, but then we have support right here at 164.327. So kind of in like a little 4 hour range here, but I think with volume we could push through here. So let's just check this out, see what it looks like on lower time frames. Hourly, okay, kind of looks like a little range, a little rangy action here on hourly. And then 30-minute. Okay, so yeah, I mean, just kind of like I was saying, you know, buys above here 165.760 is really the only thing that I see potential for buys. And we can just kind of confirm this, because if we look at it, this is the most recent resistance, this is the most recent support. So if we look at it, number one, you know, this is 29 pips, 28, 27 pips to the downside. So this current range that it's in is a tradable range, but we can see price is kind of just printing side by side. So it's probably not the best situation to trade inside of this range. And then if we look at buys, you know, if we look at buys into the next range, we have resistance right here. That's only 13 pips. You know, only 13 pips to that one, only like 7 pips to there, only like 5 pips to there. So none of these are tradable ranges here. So let's continue to look for a tradable range to the upside. Nope. Nope. Yes. So we have 77 pips to the upside from here. So it's kind of a long shot from here, but this is where I would like to start looking at buys. Just based on tradable ranges and all that jazz, we start looking at buys above here. What's this here? 75 pips. Yeah. Yeah. We'll target here for buys. 75 pips has a very strong probability to at least give us 10 pips, right? Right. And so let's look at sell opportunities. Sell opportunities. Like I said, we do have, you know, a tradable range down to here for potential sells. But based on how candles are looking, could be the top wick on the 4 hour. Yeah, you know, I think we could push down. I think we could push down. I mean, like I said, we're looking for 29 pips to the bottom of this range. Now, previous 4 hour, daily, 1 hour. Yeah, maybe it kind of seems like we're just ranging here. We are right at a pretty strong resistance level though. I think we might be able to look for sells below here, and we'll look for kind of like an MP special setup. Because we're kind of looking at this as this was like, these were like the lows created, you know what I mean? And so rejecting this, breaking the low here to fill this wick and continue down. Yeah. Olim, hello, what's going on? Diana, good morning, how's it going? Yeah, I think we can look for that and we'll see. Might not be what we execute on, but I think it might be a setup. But yeah, other than that, I think this is what we're going to be looking for GJ for the time being. Yeah, nothing else over here. And as always, you know, with more information printed, we can always, oops, did not mean to do that. With more information printed, we can always look for other ideas, but with the current information that we have from the market, this is what I see best. And this 15-minute close with no top wick here, so we all know what that means. Usually price will break the high and end up closing against it. So that would go along with our sell bias from this area. And a lot of what I'm basing this off of is higher time frame. Previous daily candle is bullish, but with a huge rejection. And it's respecting the high here, so we have a higher probability as long as we respect this high to reject and come down and break the lows. 4-hour candle is bearish. As long as we respect the high here, which is like the daily high as well. This should just be the top wick, go break the low. And then honestly the hourly here is just ranging. And that's what kind of makes me a little sketched about the sells, but with proper confirmations, I think, you know, 29 pips to the downside from the lows right here. We should be able to catch 10 pips. But let's see. Okay, this is GJ as well. Let's see, gold. Let's see, gold. Almaty, good morning. Good morning. Harith, good morning. How's it going? So previous daily candle, bullish with the doji, so we can pretty much X this one. This one broke the high. Seems like it's kind of rejecting this past area right here, to be honest. Seems like it's kind of rejecting this. Now on 4-hour, yeah, you can see there's a lot of traffic here. On 4-hour, 2 rejections, rejections, rejections on both sides of this zone. Currently rejecting, bullish but rejecting. So let's just see what this looks like here. 1 hour, 1 hour week bullish. This is honestly kind of like the sells that we took yesterday. Sky, what's going on, man? Good morning. Yeah, this is just like the sells we took yesterday on GJ. It had broke the high, and then we executed once it broke the low. 30 minutes. We've just been ranging for the last little bit here. We've been ranging. 56 pips to the upside there, and then 46 pips to the downside there. So yeah, I mean, it looks like we can catch pretty easy moves to either side of this on a breakout. Whoops. Watch ahead. I took a trade in GJ and lost it. Entered when 15-minute broke the resistance and closed above. On the very next candle I entered, talking about the fourth candle from the right. How do that think it was a bad idea to trade with the GJ? Said entered when 15-minute broke the resistance. Broke the resistance and closed above. On the very next candle I entered, talking about the fourth candle from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. This candle right here. This candle. If it is this red candle, Wajahat, then pay very close attention to this, because I've seen this happen a lot of times, and you're going to be an example for us. So we have this resistance right here, right? Right. We have support down here, right? Right. Now the problem is with taking this buy, when candle breaks the high of this candle, the problem is, watch it hot, is we have 1, 2, 3 bullish candles. Now what is the probability that this next candle that you entered on is going to be bullish? Probably low, right? Yeah. So, you know, as we know, the further price moves away from a resistance, the higher probability it has to retrace. And so this is something that I noticed a lot on breakouts. I noticed this happen a lot on breakouts, specifically with the trades that I execute on breakouts, is that I would do this a lot too. I've done this a lot in the past, so don't feel bad about this. The only reason I realize this now is because I've lost so many fucking times taking these trades. So when this happens, look to see how far has price moved at this point. You know, in this case, we can look at it as price has already moved 44 pips at the point that you were buying. So what's the probability that it's going to give you another 10 pips? You know, it's already moved 40 pips. So those are the things that I would think about, Wajahat, is number one, how could you have lost less? You know, I'm assuming that you closed as the candle was breaking the low here. You know, so you have to figure out how you could have lost less, but how could you have not have entered the trade at all? And how could you have not have entered the trade at all, as you could have just waited for this one candle to print right here. And once that one candle printed right there, and then you saw this candle right here, you're like, okay, cool, now we're respecting a new level of support here. And so as long as, you know, we start creating higher highs and higher lows here, we can anticipate price to go fill the rest of this range. So I don't know, man. I don't know if that helps, but if it does, amazing. That's just what I see from it. I've seen this happen a lot. You know, whenever you see price move away from a support or resistance level, there's a higher probability that it's going to retrace before continuing. And so that's exactly what happened here. Another thing is price has already moved 40 pips from this point down here. So the probability of it continuing is very low. So, you know, I would just think about waiting for some sort of retrace, some sort of bearish candle, something like that. Christine, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. I think gold's gonna start buying here in a second. I think it's gonna move up, go retest these highs. I think that would be amazing. We got 50 pips to the upside there. Stop losses on gold are always fucking huge. KFC manager, yo, KFC manager. That's a OG from Market Fluidity, man. Raj's always fucking like, yeah, must have took a break from KFC. Oh man, thanks for showing up, dude. Thanks for showing up. I took a similar trade as Wajahat, but I entered on that candle that closed doji. It was the 30-minute flip too. So you, oh, okay, yeah, right here. Yeah. I like this idea much better. I like entering here much better. Yeah, I like this this entry right here much better, and I agree with this a lot more because now you've seen the pullback. You know, you've seen the pullback. You have a good stop loss, you know, and then you have a nice target. The problem with this is, in my opinion, the problem with this is that there's a resistance right here. There's a resistance right here. So in my opinion, there's not enough range to move here. There's not enough range to move here. And what the fuck? I just realized that this isn't the right analysis here. That's the right analysis. There we go. But yeah, so like I said, KFC manager, the only problem with that I see, is that you're essentially buying right into resistance. You know, only 12 pips to this resistance here. It's not a tradable range in my opinion. I actually like what's happening here a lot more. It keeps rejecting. You know, this candle closed with no top wick. You know, I think this is gonna flip around, honestly. But this 30-minute setup here broke the high here. This resistance is honestly coming into play. But it broke the high here. This usually would continue. If there was enough range to move, that would continue. But there ain't. Yeah, KFC manager, no problem. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for your input, man. Rob Brevy, new subscriber. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Trying to be the baddest one. What the fuck did I just do? Trying to be the baddest one. Alright, let's see what we're looking at. Like here we got 24 seconds until candle closes. I honestly think that gold's gonna keep pushing here. I'm thinking I might want to execute a buy. To retest these highs. This would be like a wick fill on the 4 hour. Do I want to execute a buy? This 15-minute rejection here is yeah, I think I would like this better if it goes to create a lower wick. Like it's doing. Yeah, GJ, I still don't like this. I mean, if it goes to break the lows here, you know, we could potentially look for sells. Because it definitely seems to me like it's rejecting that area. And there's resistance right here, so there's no buys for me. Resistance, 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 resistance. Yeah. Gold, on the other hand, this would also be like a slingshot setup here. We have this bullish candle, weak bearish, bullish, and if we go to break the high here, I think we can continue. We do have this 15-minute resistance here. So let's see, let's just see how it plays out. Thanks, that was really helpful. Wajaha, absolutely. KFC manager, no problem. Rob, gold moving. Gold's not going anywhere. Gold's ranging. Yo, Mike, is there CPI today? I don't know. forexfactory.com. PPI. PPI, which I'm pretty sure does nothing. Pretty sure I looked at that in the past. Yeah, this does look like a bad range here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I backtested PPI in the past and nothing happened. Pretty sure that's the one I was looking at. Patrick, good morning. What's happening? Eddie, entries. Yes, we're looking for buys above here. I might look to take an entry if this candle, this current candle respects the low and goes to break the high. I might take an entry here. Basically, we'd be looking for it to respect the low here. And then once it breaks the high here, we would enter looking for it to go up. So that's what we're looking at there for gold. And for GJ, just nothing. Nothing at this point. Looking for sells below to retest the lows. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, because we need to look for sells below here at this point. The zone kind of changes on us due to this support level. Plenty of room to move down though. PPI, Harith, wait for a lower wick because we're having a rejection that level on the hourly too. Yeah. Yep. Oh, on gold, yeah. Yeah, no, that's kind of what I'm thinking here. That's what I'm thinking here. And I've also seen this happen too a lot. I've seen this happen too a lot. Comes down. And like if it breaks the lows here, it'll probably continue driving down. Because it's like forming a resistance here. We look on the 30-minute, that same resistance. Yeah, and the candles are getting smaller too. You know, it's like strong bearish, weak bearish, bullish, weak bullish, and then if it goes to break the lows or it closes bearish, you know, it's probably gonna continue down. There's a ton of rejections here though, so if it starts to flip and go to break the high, it's gonna go up, because look at all these rejections. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 5 on the hourly. Dan, good morning guys, good morning. Business Life Gold Show ranging, bro. For buys, it should broke 1777.57. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Break the high right here, continue up. Frederick, PPI, yes. Arith, and the previous 4-hour candle on gold seems like exhaustion candle. It's like its wick is quite huge. Yeah, I was looking at this actually. I was looking at this. The same thing, similar thing was happening yesterday on the hourly candle during Asian session that I was looking at. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of ways that we could look at this, because, you know, we could look at this as like a new resistance support level. And this could kind of be like the break, retest, and continue, you know, type of thing. So there's a couple of ways that we could look at this with, really. But with how current candles are moving on hourly, this looks really good to fill this range down here. But I mean, nonetheless, we're just kind of in this like goat shit range here. And at this point, you know, we have to let it break out of here, because this is terrible. This right here is terrible. Just get rid of all of that. That's what I like to do with those things. Just like, blah, what's going on there? Blah. Yeah, so we're not really doing nothing right now. We chilling. Johan PPI, but it still affects gold, but not like CPI. Yeah, let me pull this up. I have this in my notes somewhere. So let me pull this up and because I got this in me notes. I got this in me notes somewhere. Trade journal, chart markups. Let me just search this bitch. PPI. PPI. What's this thing called? Core PPI. Maybe I don't have it. Core PPI. Son of a bitch. October. ADP, NFP. FOMC meetings minutes. Core retail sales. Maybe it was this one. Oh yeah, no, it's core retail sales. Disregard everything I said about PPI. I don't know shit about it. I don't know shit about it. We can expect volatility. Okay. Harith, exactly that. Hourly setup looking great for sells when you have that candle close bearish. It's like a break and retest. Yeah. Yeah, I would really, really, really like to see this candle just close bearish, honestly. You know, this, if it breaks the lows here, it honestly might just continue driving. If it does, though, that's fine. I only really like to take gold when it's like a 100% good setup that I want to execute on. But fuck, this is perfect. This is breaking the lows on the hourly now. It's respected the high. It's kind of hard to see because of my yellow block madness, but yeah, I think this is probably gonna push. I think I'd rather wait for a 30-minute candle to close. I did hit the bell finally, getting the notifications when you're online or programmed for a live stream. Fuck yeah. Yeah, and with that said, we got 44 people on here live with us currently and only 13 likes. So make sure you like the stream, pay the fee, like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Remember, this helps the algorithm. This helps more people find this stream. And hopefully we can help more people stop getting their ass handed to them trading Forex. Good morning, by the way, Chaos, brother. Switzerland. Oh, I didn't realize you were from Switzerland, man. That's awesome. What time is it over there in Switzerland? What time is it there? Let's wait for a 30-minute close on gold. Yes. To anticipate that move down. Yes, absolutely. Harith. 14 now. Thank you. Oh, 20 likes. Thank you. Thank you. Watch a hot smiley face. Yes, just do it, guys. Yes, 1313. Sure. Man, you guys, were you guys here for when we got invaded? When we got invaded by the Russians? Holy, that was hilarious. I'm looking at this here. I'm looking at this. Should have entered. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Just gonna drive. Would have been like 28 pip stop loss. Ooh, but look at the 15-minute close. Ooh, no bottom wick on the 15-minute. Yeah, we not touching that. We not touching that. Good morning, y'all from South Africa. What's good? Wagwan, wagwan. I don't know if that's South African proper or if that's Jamaican, but wagwan. Satsang, XAU sell. Yeah, I mean, if you want to take sells, go for it. But based on this 15-minute candle closure here, I don't really like this. We also have 15-minute support right here. So can't be a dumbass towards that. What's the beef with crypto trader? Oh, that guy from Twitter. I don't know. He was trying to fucking scam me, you know, and I was just kind of trolling him. He messaged me and said, let me see. I think he blocked me though, so I don't even know if it shows anymore. Crypto trader. Nah, it doesn't show on my messages anymore. Let me see if I can find him. Yeah, I can't even look. But yeah, I don't know. He messaged me some dumb shit. He was just like, you know, trying to get me to deposit in his Forex fund or whatever the fuck, you know, whatever the fuck they do. It's very easy to tell these scammers, so it's very easy to tell. Watch a hot why? Why not entering sell? No bottom wick here. I'd rather wait to see 30-minute candle close. I mean, we've rejected this area a couple of times. Let me just get that out of the way. It's too hard to see. But, you know, we've rejected this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. You know, how come this candle right here is going to be any different, you know? No confirmations that it's going to be any different. The only confirmation that I would have had that it would be any different is if this 15-minute candle, closed very nice bearish. But, you know, we also have a resistance right here too. I mean, a support right here too. This candle closed with no bottom wick. Yeah, just not good. Not good. Also, keep in mind, like, I only take 1 trade per day, so it's very important that that trade is the best possible trade that I can execute. You know, not just like oh, I kind of like this, I'm gonna execute for the sake of executing. Nah, I don't like to do that. FUFS no bottom wick equals no range. Why? Why? I don't know. It's just something that Raja talks about, and I just always remember him saying it, and it usually works out. So we'll see. If this candle closes bullish, then, you know, we can say, okay, cool, we were right about that theory again. If it closes bearish, then we'll say, okay, cool. The biggest thing is when a candle closes with no bottom wick like this, it has no range to fill for the candle to go down. And so another thing that we usually see is exactly what happened here. Notice how this candle, this current candle, broke the previous candle's low pretty much immediately, you know? So it never created a top wick. And so that's what I usually see happen more than anything. It's about a 50-50 chance, you know, like in my opinion, it's about a 50-50 chance that when you see candle close with no bottom wick like this, that it will continue down. But a lot of times what will happen is, or what will happen where we can get the confirmation that it's going to continue down, is if we see it wick up first and then go down. And notice how this one went down and then started to go up. I will only try something if the 15-minute makes a nice upper wick and last 5 minutes of the 15 starts to break the lows. Yeah, I've seen this happen too. I think I really rather wait for the 30-minute candle to close. Hourly looks really good for these sells to play out. Okay, only one trade. Yes, only one trade. You grew your account by taking only one trade. Yes. Yeah, I used to trade for like 15-16 hours a day, and I'd make a bunch of money, and then I'd lose a bunch of money, then I'd make a bunch of money, and I'd lose a bunch of money, then I'd lose a bunch more, and I'd end up losing for the day. And so I was like, all right, I need to stop this. Not to mention like this, like I have other shit to do, you know, like trading to me is a tool to compound money and invest money elsewhere. Create other tools, other assets. Trading to me isn't a job. Like this is something fun, you know, I don't want to make it not fun. So yeah, I mean, a lot of the one trade thing just kind of comes down to I need a clear like on and off the charts, you know. I need a clear time that I can be on and off the charts. The fuck these people talking about, man? I have a scammer talking about the scammers on Twitter. Freaking dumbasses, man. These dumbasses. Oh, dang. I just realized I never sent out the Zoom chat. Oops. New York session is very worse than London session. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, New York session is what I can trade, though. It's what I can trade. Have you ever traded crypto or indexes? Yes. I have the EA that trades NAS 100. It also trades German 30. It also trades US 30. So I have that. I used to personally trade them a little bit before I had any idea of what I was doing, and my focuses were just on gambling in the Forex markets. Yeah, so I've traded them. Yeah. Honestly, I really just trade GJ and gold because that's what Raja traded when I found him, and just kind of didn't see any reason to want to trade anything else. I wanted to be able to look at what he was doing and see like, okay, cool, you know, my plan was a little bit different than his, so like how can I make it towards his, you know, what did I miss that he saw or whatever. And then crypto, like, yeah, I used, like, that's how I got into like entrepreneurship, business, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I was trading crypto originally back in like 2013. I was trading Bitcoin when it was literally like $200 a coin. It would move like $3 or $4 and people would lose their mind. It was the funniest shit ever. But yeah, so yeah, I don't trade it now though. Don't trade any of that now. I dollar cost average into Bitcoin and S&P 500. I've been doing that for the last couple of years now. I've just been buying $100 a day. I mean, not $100 a day, $100 a week in Bitcoin, and then I've been buying $100 a week in the S&P 500 that I have set up in like an IRA, like a retirement fund thing. I've been doing that, both of those, for the last couple of years. Other than that, I don't like to mess with crypto or stocks, indices. There's too much fluctuated based on news and shit like that. My Forex funds funding company says by their survey, most of the people lose in GJ, most of the people was profitable in gold. I'll tell them they can fuck off. So I'm profitable in both. Let's say most people just don't know what the hell they're doing. Yeah, and full transparency, with my dollar cost averaging strategy on Bitcoin and S&P 500, they're both down like a motherfucker. So I'm just gonna stick to with what I'm good at. I'm gonna keep dollar cost averaging. I mean, at the very least, it's just gonna be a tax write-off, but yeah. Would you say that all EAs are basically the same, or does it make a difference? No, they're definitely not the same. They all are completely different from each other. Yeah, they all have their own shit going on. They all have their own shit going on. I've actually lost a shit ton of money using EAs. That's why I'm really surprised about this one that I'm using, because I've lost so much fucking money on EAs. It blows my mind. And this one's like actually working. It blows my mind. I almost don't believe it. 24K, what's good? Hey, you changed that name on here. I didn't realize it yesterday. I called you Tooch or something like that. Tucci. Man, we got nothing going on here though, man. This is crazy. I hate when market just ranges like this. Actually, I don't mind it, but it does kind of suck. GJ trying to make a little push, but just be cautious. If you're looking at this, if you're thinking about anything, what's this right here? Resistance. Then there's another, then there's another, then there's another. Cornell MC, hi Mike, how do I get in? What's up Cornell, Mr. 24K? It's in the Telegram group. I just posted it in there, my apologies. I forgot. Yes, GJ is moving, however buys here are very risky. Buys are very risky. There's resistance right here, resistance right here, resistance right here, resistance right here. And let me just make this a little bit more visible for you. So there's one there, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there. So if you think that GJ has the balls to be able to drive through 1, 2, 3 resistances, then be my guest. Here's another one. 4, 5 resistances. I don't think it's going to though, so that's why I think buys above here is going to be much better. But to each their own. Just not for me. It ain't for me. Yeah, 24K. Try this. Try this in the chat. I don't know if it works or not. I turned on a shit ton of settings yesterday because the Russians tried to hack us, and yeah, that shit was hilarious. I was watching a replay last night. I was fucking dying. You can tell I'm just so confused. Like I have no idea what's going on. I'm just like, oh, what? Hey, who was talking about gold sells here? Remember gold sells? Remember what I was talking about the no wick? The no wick happened. We closed bullish back in range. 30-minute closed back in range. So remember when you guys were talking about gold sells, me and Harith were saying no, 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 no. Wait for 30-minute candle to close and see what happens. Hey, we got a guest. We got a guest here. We got a guest. In recent days, I watched the market is moving clean. In recent days, I watched the market is moving clean at not clean traffic area, but it doesn't move clean in clean traffic area. What do you think about it? Yeah, you're probably right about that. This the market has been a little choppy through areas I would expect it not to be, but that's at the same time, you know, like when I post these zones, so like for example, buys above closure, targets for buys, you know, this range right here is 74 pips here, 74 pips, but that doesn't mean that I'm anticipating catching that whole move. I'm only gonna catch about like 10 pips, and then I'm gonna have a runner, and if the runner goes to 70 something pips, then amazing. But yeah, so what do I think about that? That's kind of what I think about that. I mean, in my opinion, the clean ranges like this just give you higher probability for market to move in your direction. And so for me, you know, as long as like the range is 20 to 30 pips, then yeah, you should be good. You should be good to secure 10. Let's see here. What's this? What's the size of that GJ range? Oh, we just talked about that. 70 pips. Faye, hey Mike, couple of folks, including me, having trouble getting onto the Zoom, says requires authentication of a commercial account. Harith, how'd you get in here?
Yeah, let them just open up an account. Where you want to log in from, you can open up an account with Google. There are like a couple of options down there.
Oh, okay.
Google is better. It's way easier. If you have an account already with Zoom, basically they just need an account with Zoom if you have one.
Yeah, because you're talking about that you just have to log in through like Google or something like that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, that's fine. We're gonna leave it like that. What's good, 24K? What's good?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, boys?
What's happening, man? We needed that energy this morning.
Get the party happening, brother.
I actually, what?
Mike,
I thought Mike, you had just left us out like from the Zoom. You didn't want to use Zoom today.
You need like some
So it's
tough money,
is
man.
it because of yesterday?
You like pop the money out, man. Come on.
No, I forgot to send the link, man. I forgot to send the link.
Mohammed.
So that's why I was in the YouTube chat actually. That's why I was like, let me be in the YouTube chat. Let's get it done here.
I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. I was just like, huh? Nobody wants to hang out with me on Zoom today. Okay, no problem.
Nah. We was around. That's why I was in the YouTube chat.
Yeah, man, we're just chilling right now. Not shit going on. Not shit going on. Just chilling. I might go make some coffee actually. So we got gold stuck in this range, just like you were talking about too, Harith, man. This thing is this thing rejected, closed back in the range, man.
Yeah. Nasty.
It looks good for sells here though. I think if this hourly candle closes bearish below 1774, if we see a closure below here, I think we could continue down. Fill this.
With anticipation of volume from NY open.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that would give us a 30-minute or 15-minute close below that area too. I really like to see 30-minute because 15-minute already gave us this little fake out. Did this here too, so yeah. Yeah, GJ moving a little bit, but just way too many resistances here. Not enough range to move in my opinion, so don't really know how far it's going to move. But yeah, I'm gonna do that actually while we got some time here. I'm gonna go ahead and make some coffee, so I'll be right back. You guys feel free to take it over for now.
No worries, no worries. Gotcha.
Oh, what the? What's good? What's good? We back. We back. We back. Oh man, we got a gang of mofos here trying to get in here. Who's this? Alright, we're gonna admit all. Welcome to the party. I have made my coffee and I am back. What's good? What's good? We back. We back. We back. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Let's get the mute. Alright, let's see here real quick. Let me just look at this. Yeah, still nothing here on GJ. What I am seeing here though is we can start looking for buys above here as well. So I'm gonna adjust this to, let's see. Oh, we don't have it here. Oh, here we go. Buys above MP special and then sells it below with the closure. And then, so just to refresh everybody, what I mean by this is we're making a push up here on GJ. So if we can form resistance somewhere, maybe potentially here or anywhere in this zone, even right here could be a resistance up here. But basically what we're looking for is some sort of pullback and then form support maybe here, and then we'll continue up to retest the highs and continue up. That's kind of like what the MP special is. So we can start to look for that on GJ just because we're making this push up, and this is obviously creating clean candles, clean range for us to trade in, whereas based on what we were looking at as far as tradable ranges earlier when we first came to the stream, you know, we had resistance, 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 and then this was valid. This zone was valid in my opinion as far as like the next level, because we had these clean candles right here, which gives us a clean range to move up. So that's kind of why we had the buys above way up there when we first came to the stream. And then let's just check out gold, make sure we don't have anything crazy here. Okay, yeah, still ranging. And with the USD news coming into play at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time today, that's probably why we're doing this right now. Typically when we come into news sessions, we'll see market range and then we'll have a huge breakout in one direction or the other. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Chaos, as far as news, let me just touch on that real quick. Like I said earlier, I don't really know too much about news. I don't really pay attention too much to news events. Honestly, I just try to not trade during them, and I'll catch either the correction of the news event or a continuation of the news event. But with PPI, what you can do, Chaos, in any news event is just come to forexfactory.com, come up here to calendar, and then just filter this to show. I usually just look at the week, and then once you go to that, you'll see, you know, the red folder news events, the yellows, the oranges, anything like that isn't really too crazy, but the red folder news events usually, you know, provide a lot of volatility into the market, specifically USD news. USD and GBP, those are the two news events that are really going to affect us, primarily because that's what we're trading. You know, we're trading GBPJPY, so obviously any type of GBP news is going to cause you know, volatility to that pair, and then same thing with gold. You know, any USD news is going to cause volatility here, so you can always check out this. And then how you can get information on what the news event is you can come over to this folder right here, click on that, and that's where you're going to get all the information about what is exactly happening here during this news event. And so right here we can see that it measures the change. PPI measures the change in price of finished goods and services sold by producers. Usual effect, actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So what you can do is you can look at this number right here where it says forecast and previous. You can look at forecast right here where it says 0.4%. And basically what they're saying is actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So if the actual is better than here, it's good for the currency. And if we can look in the past, the forecast was 0.2% and it was green with 0.4. So the number needs to be above 0.4% for it to be good for the currency. And then if it's good for the currency, USD is obviously going to go up. And then that means that gold is going to go down. So we can think about it like that. But as always, as far as news in general, like I said, I'm not an expert in news or trading based on fundamentals by any means. What I would recommend is coming to youtube.com. You can type in as soon as this loads. Oh. You can come to capital. Whoops, holy. Capital Hungary. Type that in. Right here. Capital Hungary right here. This guy, Jeevan, he's a wizard when it comes to trading based on fundamentals. He puts out a lot of free shit too. Pretty much weekly analysis. Puts out a lot of stuff. So if you want to learn about new stuff, I recommend checking this guy out because I don't know shit about it. But yeah, we can see gold still ranging. GJ, let's see, we closed at a resistance level, so we might start to see resistance formed here, which will be good for us. But yeah, gold's still ranging, so nothing here.
Looks good to on the 1 hour, to be fair.
Let's see, 1 hour. Yeah. Actually, I think Harith, this could go either way on the 1 hour. I think if it breaks the highs, it'll probably start to drive up. But if it respects the high and it goes down to break the low, I think it'll fill the rest of this range. Because I've seen this happen going both ways before on gold, where this little move right here could be considered a fake out if we start to break above.
That's totally right.
Yeah.
NY is already in here now. Yeah, riding the NY volume at the moment.
Whoops. So let's see here. Jake, we'll see you tomorrow then. Sounds good. Okay, Haas. Can I kiss you? These explanations were so pedagogical, whatever that means. I don't know how to say that. I'm not very smart when it comes to that. I understand everything. That's what I told you last time. You have a way of explaining things that is absolutely unique. Thank you, man. That means the world, honestly. Thank you. Honestly, I just try and keep things simple. That's what it comes down to. Sorry, I just interrupted somebody. Who is that?
Good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. How's it going?
Yeah, fine, bro. How are you?
Good. Just been chilling. Nothing going on yet. Did you catch any trades during London session?
Yeah. I sold gold.
Yeah, of course you did.
Yeah.
Every day I expect you to say something different, like you didn't catch any trades or something, but no, never the case.
No, I catch gold where this was 1778.
1778. Oh, okay.
8.88 double 8. Okay, I sold and book profit at 1775. Approx 38 pips.
Nice.
Single trade
Oh,
today.
beautiful.
And I am just waiting for news because it ranging a lot.
Yeah, 100%. We'll definitely see a breakout with the news.
You know what I am seeing in the chart. I am seeing if it breaks 1777.88, then it can go up till 1784 because we have 4-hour candle leg. It can fill the leg after news. So I am just waiting for close the candle above 1777.88 in 15 minutes. Then I will buy, and let's see. Overall, wait and watch because we have news in 26 minutes.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where gold
Yeah.
goes.
Because bro, after London correction, it has rejected how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 times in 30 minutes candle. That's why I'm thinking if it breaks, then sharp move till 1782, 83, or 84. Maybe break the high over 1790. Maybe looks like that.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, and sale zone below maybe 1772 or 1770. So
Yeah, these
is
these
the-
rejections here,
yeah, lots of rejection, bro.
yeah, it's just straight barcode here on 30-minute.
Let's wait and see what
You can
that
come
they call it
to
what,
Capital.
1820, like that 15 minutes that is going to open after this one. Kind of has some.
Sorry, Harith, I accidentally turned on the YouTube video. That's what that interruption was. That wasn't me talking. Sorry.
No, I was like, let's wait for the next 15-minute candle to open because we kind of see volume with NY when that 15-minute candle opens. The second one that goes
Yeah.
till 10:20. I don't know EST time. I don't know 9:20. Is that way they time it, but it is always volatile.
Yeah,
Anyone?
8:20,
Anyone catch?
8:20
Anyone
Eastern.
catch the pre-London move on gold?
Not
Anyone
me.
to trade on gold in pre-London?
No, I didn't today.
No.
Today I was quite lazy.
Oh, yeah, same here, bro. That's why I missed the trade. Setup was very good on 15 minutes.
Yeah, today I
But,
kind of didn't want to wake up from my bed, so I woke
yeah.
up kind of late. Then I had to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Past that, then by the time I came back from the gym, there is some work I had to do. Then by the time I finished, oh, London was done. So, and that's why I don't really trade London because I'm quite busy in the morning hours. I have the opportunity to trade London, but it is not the thing.
Okay. No, market always gives us opportunities on London. No, pre-London.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people
I-
trading London. Yeah, it's
Yeah. No, I have one rule. If I catch any trade on pre-London, then I book at 20 or 25 or 20 pips, 50%, and rest runner till New York. No, yesterday I catch the move. No, today I missed the move. And after woke up, I saw 1782. Then waited for rejection. Then I took the trade on 15-minute confirmation. No, within 5 minutes, it gave me 30 or 35 pips on gold. Then I tell, okay, pre-London has complete. No, London.
Hell yeah, good work.
Mike.
Yeah. Oh, gold is moving.
Mike, if you hop on the 15-minute on gold.
Yeah.
So what I'm seeing, you see that line you marked up, the support.
Yeah.
So we have that bullish candle, the 15 closing back inside that support.
Fake
We
out.
have these two bearish small candles printing. It's like a retest of that area. This next
Damn, we lost him.
Now, what's the important on gold right now? If 15-minute candle close above this zone, no, zone 1788, what I told, 1777.70. If it will be closed above this price, then it will go. Otherwise, it can be back in the range.
Yeah, just like what it did right here. See it closed
And
just
second thing we have
above.
news. Yeah. Second thing we have news, so maybe it can fall, go up. No one knows. Just wait. What's on GJ, bro? Because I didn't saw the GJ.
Yeah, 100%. Christine here. Any thoughts on buy stops and sell stops of the gold breakout from this consolidation? No, I wouldn't do that probably, because we've seen a lot of rejections already. A lot of attempts to break out. So I wouldn't do that. The only time I would do like buy stops and sell stops, honestly, is during like news events. So for that, we'd want this 30-minute candle to close, and then buy stops above, sell stops below would be like the opportunity there. But that's the only reason I would do that. KFC manager, COMEX open may bring price out of consolidation before news. Yeah, you're exactly right. That's at 8:20 a.m. Eastern time. COMEX comes into play. Actually, we see prices actually starting to break out right now, with this 15-minute candle push. But yeah, no, I think Sadaquat, like you were saying, right here above 1777.77 or so on 15-minute. If it closes, it'll probably push. I'm not gonna execute on anything on gold until after news, probably, though.
Yeah. Net for it. No, GJ did well, bro, today. Good move.
Yeah, it pushed. I was looking at this as it was breaking right here to continue, but had this resistance right here, another one. I just didn't want to put my faith in volume pushing it through, because GJ's volume during New York session has kind of been a little hit or miss. So
no, we have one important resistance on hourly, for 4-hourly chart. No, it is trying to reject there. No, H4, see the H4 chart, GJ.
Frederick here. Hey Mike, I think we only need you talking. We are getting more confused while if you're on Zoom talking, you can mute then while you are in the Zoom app. Yeah, no, it's all good. Will you be using buy sell stops for PPI? I probably won't. Honestly, don't really like to trade news. The theory, like the trades usually work out. Like the trade idea, the strategy that I have when it comes to news usually works out. But to me, it's just like gambling. Like my emotions get all out of whack. My fucking heart rate's like increase. Like over here about to have a heart attack. Just trying to trade news. So I'm not really a fan of it.
No, other thing, bro. Yeah, it's risky. And other thing, sell stop, buy stop only work on CPI. No NFP, no OPEC meeting.
Yeah.
I just did on CPI only. CPI. I did not follow any other news for buy stop, sell stop, because sometime it before news it came $5, $6, and after news it came $5 up and then ranging. That's why only CPI is the best for sell stop, buy stop. Other news is not working, because I did many times, and I was failed.
Yeah, it's too risky.
Yeah. Risky, and after news, many times it ranging till NYSE open. No, buy stop If the buy stop will be activated, then after 2 or 3 minutes it will stop out, because it is starting ranging after the news. PPI is not important. Only CPI. CPI is the news which can trade buy stop, sell stop. Gold 15-minute candle going closed. Just
Yeah, GJ is giving us that pullback here.
oh GJ really GJ today GJ is doing very well.
Yeah,
What I was trying to put across on gold.
yeah, close below, so
No, gold trying to gold close above this range.
still have like this right here
Yeah,
on
no.
15 minute.
We have news, otherwise I will took the trade. We have news. That's why I don't want trade for news.
You know, gold is trying to move like how it moved yesterday.
Yeah.
If you remember the move of yesterday, you see that 15-minute candle, that resistance below, where we wanted to take like sells, and then that thing faked out and then moved all the way back up around. Let me see. It was around this area. Let me see.
1758.
Oh, wait a minute. Where we had a resistance also for 30 minutes.
1758. It was a resistance on yesterday resistance on pre-New York maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. 1757 around there. So if you look at the 15-minute, we rejected, retested, and then moved. So I was relating that move to that move that just happened on the 15-minute, whereby this candle closed bullish back into that support. Then these two bearish candles retested that area, and that move started pushing all the way up to retest that high that we are where this candle just closed.
Yeah. I am looking same, bro. But the problem is news. We have news. That's why. Because
news will come in with NYSE, no? 30 minutes from now, right?
Yeah,
even a few minutes from now, actually, 15.
With NY open.
NY is already open, I guess, within 13 minutes.
Yeah. News also will come on 13 minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna be in 13 minutes. 13 minutes for news.
After this candle closes, right?
Yeah.
If the 15-minute candle close.
Oh my days.
Minutes candle. Oh, holy. Maybe it was fake out, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I adjusted this to be up here, because this right here.
No, in this situation, I took the trade if it respect the previous candle low and broke the high, then every time I took the trade that situation. Now we have.
Yeah, gold rejecting there.
Yeah, this setup. I took 2 trades daily on this setup on gold, and it gives me 20 pips, 25 pips enough.
What up? What up?
What's up, Jake? What's happening? How you doing?
Hey, pretty good. Gotta get my webcam to work, but should be good tomorrow.
Hell yeah, sounds good, man. Yeah, I see you rocking that that Georgia Stadium picture,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yeah. The Dogs, man. Who they play this weekend?
Dude, Mississippi State.
No, this coming weekend. This coming weekend.
Oh shoot, it might be the Tech game actually.
Oh, is it?
Let me see.
Yeah, it's looking like they're gonna have
Kentucky.
Oh, it's Kentucky? They're pretty solid. Out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
I mean, we're talking about the Dogs though.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna give them that upset. The only team I think that might have a chance is LSU, and I don't think they're that great.
Yeah, they're not ready. They're not ready for the defense.
Yeah.
It'll be a good game though. It'll be fun.
Hell yeah.
I would go, but I'm sure the tickets are like $700.
Yeah, I was looking at them for the Tennessee game, and it was like $400 for like nosebleed seats.
What's going on here? I'm only looking at GJ sells right now with that fake out.
Yeah, yeah, what I would like to see here on GJ is support to form and then go retest the highs and continuation. I've taken sells. Yeah, I've taken sells in situations like this a bunch of times, and this is usually what happens because, like, if we think about it, like, this is sells in this situation is a counter trend move because currently with the trend, you know, we're moving up with the current day's trend, you know. So now we've created a resistance here. Now if we can go down, form a level of support, we'll go and retest the highs that were created and potentially continue. But on the flip side of it, if there is going to be an opportunity for sells, then we would have like you know, the price come down, form a level of support, and then break that support to continue down. That's when I would look for sells, and that's kind of why I have sells below here, because this is the most recent level of support, you know.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But yeah, no, I mean, it could play out either way. That's typically when price is moving like this, those are the two opportunities that I look for, like a support to form and then go retest the resistance, or a support to form, then the support to break, and then continue down to correct the move, which we see that happen a lot in New York session.
Yeah, with this current wick, it's a bit too long to be taking sells on the break.
Yeah. Yeah, on 30 minute. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna give us that buy setup. Gold is shaking right at 8:20 a.m. Yeah, 8:20. That's the COMEX Commodities Exchange open. Business Life says Miss GJ sells. No GJ sells. No GJ sells off of this. You gotta wait for the support to form and then the support to break, just like I was talking about. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. Pretty much just waiting at this point until news. Depending on how this 15-minute and 30-minute candle close, I might look for something on GJ, but probably not going to be until after news.
Yep, just another shit day.
Just gotta wait for the move.
Yeah, it's been annoying. I'm tired of it.
Just gotta wait for the market to show something.
Pretty sure something will show up.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was back testing yesterday. I back tested all of March, both GJ and gold, and gold was like terrible. The GJ had just like really predictable moves. So I
Yeah.
mean, that's just it. Just goes to show, like, as long as you got two, I mean, you're gonna be. It's gonna be pretty rare to have both of them be this bad, like, simultaneously.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, actually, I used to only trade GJ, but that's kind of why I started trading gold, was because, you know, like, I noticed, like, sometimes GJ wouldn't give me a move, and I just, you know, I'd be hungry for something, you know. But I would look at the gold charts after, and I would see that it you know, made something that I could have executed on. So I started watching them both.
Anyone made some profit today? Sorry guys, I've been a bit quiet, just trying to work out how Zoom actually works.
No,
just-
no trades.
No trades.
No
You got the
trades.
discipline. Yeah.
Got to.
Yeah, I got nothing as of now. Nothing as of now, just been chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a few years ago I would have taken a trade today, but
Oh yeah, I would have blown an account already.
no more.
Yeah, I would have blown an account already. I'd be trying to make another deposit before NYSE open.
5 lots in my $100 account.
Yeah.
When was it? Make the loss back.
Yeah. Try and make another deposit so I can make that money back, man. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because
Make a feed the nation to the market.
yeah, yeah, it's funny because I have that app Time Hop that like shows you like your, you know,
Oh,
like
yeah.
today, like years ago, and like I see like old screenshots of like just the dumbest shit, you know. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
me
what
too.
the fuck was I doing, man?
Yeah, I saw one the other day with like RSI and like 4 EMAs, and I was like flexing some shit, and I was like, dude, what was I doing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's good to see that though, because then it really shows you how far you've come. You know, you're like, damn, holy. Yeah, we're getting close here. 3 minutes.
Let's skip to the good part.
Yeah.
Last PPI wicked up and down. Then later on, it just pushed bearish with good numbers. I remember very well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice when it will do like a clean break and push, like Sadaqua was talking about with CPI. CPI usually will just break one way and just push really hard.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
we-
PPI.
KFC manager, can you share your trading journey from being a noob to doing it full time? Yes, I'll try and do it in about 1 minute and 30 seconds because we have news in 2 minutes. So, yeah, started out very like delinquent when it came to trading. Just had no idea. Honestly, just saw people flexing on Instagram, and I was like, okay, cool. You know, I'm gonna check this out. But yeah, me and my buddy, like, we used to just look at 1 minute, and I would see like price moving up, and I would just be like, all right, cool, it's gonna reject, you know, let's sell. And I would do that a lot. Long story short, lost a shit ton of money. Invested in a lot of like mentorship programs, signal services, all kinds of stuff for like 2 years. I calculated it at one point, it was like over 30 grand that I had spent and lost in the market, and I was like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, so that was kind of it. And then found Raja Banks on YouTube, started learning price action, and then really just the discipline honestly changed the game. My problem wasn't that I didn't know how to catch profits. Like for me, I think, like, you know, in trading in general, I think like profits are easy to get. The hard part is managing losses or being disciplined when losing, you know. So that was kind of it. Once I figured that out, it really changed the game. So that's kind of my journey from being a noob to full time, just like everybody else. Lost a shit ton of money. Started in 2017, about 2019, 2020, I started to become profitable, and then yeah, now we're here. Dang, look at GJ though. Holy, it's gonna push.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Yeah, gold's still showing me good spreads. It's about 2 pips. It's nothing crazy. I'm surprised.
Minion, man.
Yeah, usually they widen up like a couple of minutes before. Oh man, they're pretty wide on GJ though. Jesus.
Here we go. Pew.
Oh yeah.
Gold has tanked up.
Oh yeah, it's pushing right there.
Ooh.
Sheesh. Broke up and almost straight to the target.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Since CPI, man, gold's just been.
Bye
I
bye.
got 20 pips.
I'm surprised that it moved. I'm surprised it moved that clean.
Yeah.
Oh, 1784.
You know, price action made sense actually.
Yeah.
Price action said it all. I'm not surprised it moved up.
Yeah, pretty bullish.
No, it was expected. That's why.
Yeah.
I wonder what the numbers were. Oh shoot, I gotta refresh this. Cause I think that would mean the numbers were bad, because good would have been, what the hell?
I mean,
Let's
probably
not worry.
Yeah,
not many good numbers
bad.
related to the US these days.
Yeah, bad. That's why I moved up.
Gold can go up
Yeah.
again. 1798.
No way it is right now. If we have a very nice close, well, it's pushing back up because we have really good traffic right there. If this candle really closes above that resistance that we have just hit, and with good confirmations, you can easily have a few pips.
Yeah, made sense. Made sense.
No, maybe today buy stops work.
Yeah, the buy stops would have worked good there. That would have worked good there.
Yeah, it all works after the move happens. Now we can flex with it. You know, I did this. You know.
Yeah.
It's nice when the move is already happening.
Other thing we have 30 minutes no wick, like CPI. CPI also move like that. No wick and move, run away.
Look at GJ here. Jake, this is what I was talking about. See, I formed a support here. Formed support and then goes down to break.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been a good one if it wasn't news induced.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, GJ is melting.
There goes that trade.
There it goes right there.
Oh.
Yeah, I really thought about entering there on GJ as it was breaking the low here, but I was like, nah.
No, because we have no clear support on M15 and 13 on GJ. That's why. No, we have nothing on M15, M13. It may be continue.
Yeah, the only way I would have took it as it was breaking the low here.
No, for me, I don't like that types of setup. Now, if we have any support on M13 and looking brave, then work nice.
Yeah, that would have been solid right there.
Yep. For those of you who missed this trade, Congratulations.
Gold is
You're a
rioting.
responsible trader.
Oh, gold.
Shit.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, the stop loss on that
Gold.
GJ would have been like 40 pips. That would have been pretty bad. Yeah, gold's
Gold.
moving. Gold's out of here.
Gold already filled the gap, filled the wick on H4 candle and broke
I
the
just
high.
wanted to close just above that area. If it goes until it hits my target at around 1793, then game over. Not for today.
Holy.
Yeah, that thing's moving over there. That thing's moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, like, just kind of the same thing that I was talking about here for GJ. Just gotta wait for a resistance to form somewhere, and then a support, you know, and then we can start figuring out if there's gonna be a direction. And I'm gonna assume, like, typically, like, this is what happens for like my day on news days. Typically, we'd see like price range before news, then we have a big ass move, and I never catch it. And so what I'll do is I'll wait for like a support or resistance to form, and then you know, catch something for a London close. Usually by London close, you know, I'll be able to catch an entry based on, you know, whatever direction candle is going to go, if it's going to correct the news event or if it's going to be a continuation. Which I've noticed that if it's going to be a continuation, well, most of the time the news events are going to be corrected, like the moves from the news events are going to be corrected if it's not going to be, if the news event is not permanent towards like affecting the economy. So that's like the one kind of like thing that I've noticed is, like, if it's something that's going to be a long-term effect into the economy, then we'll see a continuation. If it's just like if it's just like an announcement or something, it's just going to be you know, that push and then a correction, you know. So with the rates like this, you know, it's at least going to affect the economy for like the next, until the next rates come out, whenever that is, a month or something.
Yeah. No, these types of move happen on FOMC, because FOMC news first came the numbers, and second they are discussing about that. That's why.
Yeah, 100%. Got some messages here on YouTube. I'm gonna answer real quick. Are you a full-time trader? Yeah, I would consider it full-time, but I don't sit here and trade all day. Like, I consider a full-time trader like just trading, like, you know, one session, you know. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, I would say that. But your definition of that could be different. KFC manager, thanks for sharing. 30K, still cheaper than college degree. 100%. I went to college too and was expelled, but that's a whole nother story. Christine, gold busted out. Yes. News. Ricardo, 1.5K profit on gold. What a beast, Ricardo. You're a cowboy. MK, worse than expected PPI. Exactly. That's why we saw the move up. Remember, as I was saying, if you were here earlier when I was looking at the Forex factory thing there, we determined that good was gonna push price gold down, bad was gonna push it up. So yeah. Haas, I hope you closed your cells. Oh shit. MK bought and made 550. Hell yeah. But I used stop order theory. Awesome. Great. Christine, I was just thinking that too. Deleted my buy stop. Okay, so now that PPI came out worse than expected, CPI will also be bad for the economy. Good anticipation there. We'll see. Buy stop JG. I think that's supposed to be GJ. No, GJ just GJ is like a freaking pogo stick right now. It jumped down here and just, so yeah, just gotta wait on that. Nothing, man. Turn on Sports Center or something, waste some time.
GG came down and again up like that.
Yeah, we'll probably be able to catch a continuation on gold. I think that's what I did last week. I think last week when we had news, I think Harith, you were on, we were on here and we talked about it, I think. And then like we closed the stream and it was like 15 minutes after I closed the stream, I caught the entry on GJ or something. And yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm really waiting for. That candle to just close there and see what we can really get out of this market.
Yeah, let's look at 5 minute real quick too. Yeah, close way above.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this 5 minute candle closing in 40 seconds, if it closes bearish, I think that will be a good sign.
Yeah.
I hate to trade off of 5 minute, but during times like this, you can find a lot of confirmations off of 5 minute.
Yeah. It's volume times, so of course 5 minutes really makes sense.
Yeah, that PPI news was like twice as worse as forecast.
Yep. Yeah, see, here it goes.
I would not expect PPI to move this much.
Yeah, 100%. Now, this right here, I bet you if this breaks the high, it's going to continue. This will be a good continuation.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was like a CPI move.
Yeah, that thing moved pretty nice. I didn't see how
Yeah,
far.
looks like CPI.
Yeah, 5 minute candle, 110 pips.
Whoa.
Ooh, so it's going to break the low here. Interesting.
It's just going to create a low
Yeah.
and then come back to retest to that high.
Yeah, see, the difference is if this was CPI, this thing, the next 5 minute candles would have just been like zoop, 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 right off the screen, you know? That's the difference. Damn, Chaos closed at 1783, man. Come on. All right, so ask yourself 3 questions, man. 3 questions. How could I have lost less? How could I have not entered the trade at all? How could I have given it a second chance? You gotta turn this into a lesson and not do it again. Dang, man, I think the EA
That
took some
NYC around the
L's.
corner, so that pullback makes sense.
What's
But
that,
yeah,
Harif?
catch that.
I was like, we have NYC around the corner, so pullback makes sense for better prices for those people from NYC to push up back the market if you are going back up.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we can honestly start to look for like a, well, it's
Man,
5
deep
minute.
in that
But
range now, though. I hate that.
Yeah, man. That makes it really.
Yeah, as you're explaining it, it just pummels down.
But I'm still confident that NYC will do something.
Yeah, I just hate when it goes deep into a range when you're looking for another like retest
Continuation.
breakout, because then you gotta wait for like another 30 minute. Just sit on your hands.
yeah, absolutely.
Pokemon Emerald here.
Let's see, I believe it will continue to go up if DXY continues to fall, which it can. Traffic on the left is clean for further falls on DXY. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to DXY, but yeah, it does correlate. Dang, there's nothing.
It's pretty shit tonight.
Yeah, it's typically what happens on the news days. Okay, Haas, I know, but it seems like I don't learn from my lessons. Trust me, man. I used to beat myself up for a long time because of that. I mean, I could bring my girlfriend in here and Ask her about some specific events that she would be very familiar with.
I'm still doing it.
Yeah, like it's part of it, man. Like one day you'll just wake. One day I just woke up and I was like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing this? Like, and it just changed, you know. So like that, I don't know. Like it'll happen, man. Like, just, you're not just.
Definitely.
Go.
Yeah, just know like you're not alone, number one, and number two, like just, you know, stay consistent, keep trying to learn. One day it'll click.
Yeah.
And 3, like it's literally a requirement.
Yeah.
To be going through all this.
Dude, 100%. Yeah. Like these are like, that's why like I always talk about it's either a win or a lesson, because it's literally that, you know, like you have to take these L's to realize like, damn, that was a dumb thing to do, you know. That's how all of this has been developed, like off of that, you know, like my entire trading strategy. Like obviously the foundation was given to me from Raja, you know, just based off of his strategies and stuff like that. But like I've taken it like a step further and kind of made my own rules with it too. And like I think that's necessary for everybody, you know, like everybody trades completely different. There's literally not going to be anybody that trades exactly the same, you know, like even you guys here, you know, but it's all just like it's all developed based on like looking at your trade history, you know, figuring out what worked, what didn't work, things like that. But yeah, the best thing that I can say for like people that are going through that is just focus on one trade per day, because the one thing that I started to realize is it was really hard for me to look at my trade history because I would take so many trades, and so it'd just be like, fuck, you know, I don't know how to analyze all this, you know. But when you just like focus on taking one trade, it's really easy to just look at it at the end of the week and you have 5 trades to look at, you know. It's not gonna be this long daunting task to like review the past week's trades.
For sure. Yep. Yeah, 1 trade a day. Journal that trade every day, and then at the end of the week, look at all your trades for the week.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and I mean, I think like every weekend that I review my previous week's trades, I learned something new. You know, like I find something that I didn't realize throughout the week. Like this past week, I took 3 losses and 1 break even or something last week. All 4 of those trades, 3 of them they ended up playing out, so they were losses because they hit my partial stop loss and closed 90% there, and then it went and played out and never hit my stop loss. So I was like, okay, you know, that might be a sign that the partial stop loss thing is a bad idea. And then I looked at the break even one. The break even one hit 8 pips, rejected back to my entry, and then moved like 30 pips in profit, you know. So I was like, all right, so this week all I'm gonna do is stop loss, partial take profit, and take profit. Those are the only 3 things I'm gonna set. And so like that's what I mean is like that's what you gain from looking at your history. Like you start to realize like, okay, cool, when I lost, this happened, when I won, this happened, so let me just like focus on this, you know. Trust me, like move mountains with those downloads every week. Start to build confidence too, because like you're realizing why you lost.
So you said you learned from last week you're gonna stop using partial stop losses? Is that what you said?
Yeah, so I last week I had 3 losses and 1 break even, so 4 trades that didn't profit, and the 3 losses that I had, they basically price moved to the partial stop loss level, triggered that, and then went into profit and played out, but never hit the full stop loss. So then I started to think about it, you know. I was like, well, you know, if I open up the trade comfortable with losing 1%, why don't I just actually be comfortable with losing that 1%, you know, rather than trying to have the partial stop loss? And I'll test that this week and see what happens. And then same thing, that 4th trade, that one was a break-even trade. That one, it moved 8 pips in profit, triggered break-even, and like rejected super hard, like really fast. And then it just went straight to my entry. It didn't reject past, and then it came down and fulfilled the remainder of the move. So I was like, okay, you know, maybe I shouldn't use the auto break even thing, because I mean, like if those 2 things weren't in play, then I wouldn't have taken any losses last week. It would have been all wins. So
Wow.
It's tricky.
yeah, but like
Definitely a tricky one.
Yeah, so it's all just something like you know, test, like, you know, I could be completely wrong. This week I could take away the auto break even and the partial stop loss, and it could hit my full stop loss every trade, you know, like who knows, you know. So it's all just things that you have to, like, you have to be willing to test new things, you know, adjust, you know, whatever, but realize, like, there's a control, you know, like that's like the science, like, analogy behind it. It's like, okay, this is like the foundation that I know is like profitable over the long term. Now I can move away from it and adjust things, but I just need to, like, keep it in the back of my mind that this was working. So if I need to retract, there I go.
Yeah, I mean, from a risk management perspective, though, it's always better to, obviously, to not lose rather than gain profit. So, I mean, I see value in partial SLs and auto BEs, but yeah, it just goes like what you were saying. It's just trial and error.
Yeah, 100%. Yep. Absolutely. Let's see here. DXY is in a support at day time frame. If it bounced back, then gold will go down. Okay. Just hopped on, but for now, gold, if you look at daily, there might be a bit resistance from August 16th, 17th.
Gold is trying to support at 17, 76, 70, 78.
August 16th, 17th. That is here. Okay, yeah, that would be this area. Or this area. Yeah. Yeah, I honestly really only consider most recent support and resistances. I think if you look at it, like, if you think about it realistically, every price is a support and resistance at some point in time. Like this right here,
Yeah.
1807, 1800, 1748, like all of these are support and resistances at some point, sometime, across some time frame. So that's why I just try and focus on most recent ones, just to, like, not confuse myself. Because I mean, you're right, like, you know, 1788 very well could be rejection zone. You know, so could this down here, 1774. So I mean, they're all over the place. So 4 hour. Oh wow. Okay.
Now gold
Oh, Harith, here we go on these cells. Holy.
Let's go, let's go.
came to the range.
Damn, dude. Yeah, just stay out of this market, man.
Yeah. Yeah, this is straight, like, this. I mean, this is good though, because if we think about this, if we break this down, like what did price do? You know, price created a high, then came down, formed a support, tried to go retest the highs, and it rejected, and now is going to continue down. You know, so there's still a story that can be told.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, at this point. No executions. I mean, just gotta let a couple of candles print. Maybe by 10-11 a.m. Eastern time, you know, maybe we'll be able to catch something here. But at that point, I'm gonna be long gone from here. I gotta get the day rocking and rolling. But
yeah, I feel like on a higher time frame perspective, gold is really only good for sells under like 1768, just because it's just been like so bullish.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it would definitely, based on 4 hour, you know, yeah, 1768. Yep. Just like you were saying.
1 hour, 30 minute. It's just so clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just in this big old range.
Yeah, this is funny though. I mean, straight broke out 100 pips and just, yeah, nah, we'll just come back in.
Breakout and break in on 100 pips.
Yeah.
This is
Market made money today.
this is also why I scalp, man. Like, I used to swing trade. I used to try and hold trades for, like, you know, a week. And man, I would have this happen so many times. Price would go like 100 pips in profit, and then I would look at it and it would be in drawdown. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, what happened here?
It'd be big amounts too, right, Mike? Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen swing trades like it'd be like massive amounts, right, of profit.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've had setups on swing trades where I caught them for the week, like specifically on GJ, like when GJ is moving nice, like even on gold, you know, like if we look at this, you know, based on the 30-minute, like say if you would have swung it from over here, you know, this would just be Monday from the beginning of the week. I mean, you'd be up an ass load. But like what I would do is like I would catch the position going up, then I would look for like support, and then I would take another position, and I would just keep compounding them. And yeah, so that, I mean, that would work out like really well during like nice clean moves. But the problem is like we have these news events, things like that, and it just disrupts the market structure.
And that's why you stopped swing trading, is it? Or
Yeah, no, I just got to a point to where like I got sick of like being in profit and not closing, because I like I had like a real big greed factor, you know, where it would be like I would have like a psychological, say like 166 300, and then price would be moving to it, and I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna close when it hits there, and then it would just keep chugging. I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna hold it, and then just retrace, you know, and you're like, oh, whoa, or like vice versa, you know, I'd be like, all right, 166 300, and then it might just barely wick it and retrace, and I'd be like, all right, yeah, I didn't get to close there, so I'm gonna wait for it to go back before I close. So I just like, I don't know, I had to like get rid of all that greed, you know, the attachment towards like an expectation.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I've been kind of swinging here and there, not gonna lie. I mean, I mean, like, if we're honest, obviously higher time frames much more predictable.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
So like what? So instead of just doing straight up swings, like holding it for weeks, you know, holding it for like 10R type of thing, I've just been doing the exact same thing that we do with scalping, but just on like the 4H and 1H.
Yeah, dude, that's how Raja catches those big moves in London session.
Yeah.
It's the same
I like
fucking
it,
thing.
because it helps you with your scalping to like understand how zones are hit.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, that's the exact way that Raja catches those big moves during London session. He bases the analysis based on daily and 4 hour, and then just executes an entry based on 15-minute, 30-minute. But yeah, no, I mean, that's a really solid way to trade, honestly. Like the price action like theory, like the idea behind it, I mean, it works across all time frames, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's like, why not? But I mean, there is a big why not. It's obviously you got to stick to what you're comfortable with and what you're consistent at. But
yeah, 100%. Let's see here. Is it a good idea to buy stop on GJ above 166.035? I don't do buy stops and sell stops like that. Like I just look at a market execution and then I execute. So buy stops, I wouldn't do that. But what's this? 166.035. Nah, so what I would want to look for is a closure here for sure. A closure here for sure, and we might have to wait for a pullback even if we do see a closure above here, because you know, like a lot of times what we notice here is like when price is breaking out of a range or it's closing above or below a zone, it's moved a lot, you know. So like say for example we already had say for example we had this resistance here, and we're like, okay, cool, once price closes above this resistance, we'll look for buy entries. And so if we look at it, like price from this resistance to this resistance has moved 30 pips, so you know, what's the probability that it's going to give us another 10? So like that's kind of like the situation of the buy stops, why I don't really like to do like buy stops and sell stops like that. even just based off of a range, is because you don't know how far the candle has moved. For example, like if this candle just like shot up, closed above, you know, it's already moved like 100 pips. So you need some sort of pullback. So Matthias, to answer your question, I'd wait for a closure like it says. Christine, wow. So for all the folks that jumped in cells, probably need to fund their account. Yeah, unfortunately.
Those deposits in.
Yeah, RIP. Are you looking to enter gold buys if we close above resistance? Nah, not at this point. I'll probably wait to see some other information here.
Yeah, so I mean, my opinion on this is like, you know, news was 30 minutes ago. Look how much price has gone up and down on both pairs, only to get back in their super strong ranges. Like, it's just not a trading day for me.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it's just against you at that point.
Yeah, and this closure right here with the wick situation is terrible. Super long, you know, wick to the downside. Yeah, this looks good for buys, but you know, like we've been kind of talking about here, resistances around this area. One right here, you know, so it's
like so many times I see a setup, but like the behavior that's been going on in the previous like hour or two is like so erratic, and it's like, why is that behavior gonna just all of a sudden go in my favor and be, like, steady? Like, it's not gonna do that. Like, if it's erratic all morning, like, it's probably gonna stay like that. So you're gonna get wicked out, and then you're gonna get mad. So,
yeah,
I mean, you just gotta. That's just part of the learning process. But you gotta lose to learn that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like this right here. I was looking at this on 15-minute on gold, and I know a lot of people, because I had it originally drawn up like this based on 30-minute. And I know a lot of people were looking for sells as this 15-minute broken close below. And I was just like, nah, you know, like we rejected on 30-minute so many times now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This was the 8th time. So what makes you think it's going to be different this time? You know, we're not going to reject it. Like, so that's why I always like, that talks me out of like 90% of my trades.
That's the difference. That's the difference between a full-time trader.
Yeah. Oh damn, I just saw this message from Faye. Faye's not in here anymore, but 50 pips on gold in London. Now that's nice. And Raj. Let's see, what's this about? Yeah, nothing going on here. Nothing going on. Need to wait for gold to break out of the range still. Oh man, I can't believe that. This is hilarious actually. This is fucking hilarious. Just ranged, major breakout. Then it was just like, nope. I like this range.
Yep. Only people that are making money today are the brokers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this GJ move was honestly really nice. Like if we think about it, like technically, you know, we've seen the move up, we created resistance, and then we retested where we broke out from, and then moved back up. So I mean, the the theory behind the move makes perfect sense. How it looks is terrible, just like you were saying, Jake. You know, it's like this all like I understand what's happening here, but fuck, you know, like geez, this is terrible.
All right, Mike, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
All right, so you don't like funded accounts. I just want to know, like, what's your reasoning behind that?
Yeah, so that's actually a really good question because it's more so like the reasoning behind why people use them. You know, because like and it was the same exact reasoning that I like started to like try to use them before I got, you know, profitable with trading. But yeah, no, I'm glad that you brought that up because a lot of people ask me about this and have asked me about this. But yeah, I mean, I think funding accounts are like honestly really good for a lot of reasons. So a couple of reasons, like number one, tax purposes, like you're paid out as you're like a 1099 contractor.
Yeah.
Whereas like, you know, with me, when I withdraw, it's capital gains tax, you know, you just get raped on it. So that's like one of the main reasons. Another reason, you're not using your money. If you lose an account, then whatever, you just lose the $600 you paid for the account or whatever, you know. So whereas if I lose my account, I'm gonna be out like 18 grand right now, and that'd be terrible. I'd be really pissed. So there are like reasons that I like them, but the reasoning that I say like I'm like against it is because a lot of people like think that they need like funding accounts, that's going to be the key to their success with trading, you know. And what they don't understand is like, no, you got to be profitable on a smaller account before you can move to that funded account. And that's what I didn't do. Like what I did was exactly what I just said originally, where it was like I was like, all right, cool, for me to be a successful trader, I just need more money, you know. I just don't have enough money in my account. And so I would like sign up with FTMO, try the fucking challenges, and I would fail, and I'd be all pissed off, and you know, be like, oh, okay, money wasn't the solution. So I'm both ways with it, you know. Like I've started to like preface it now with like, hey, you know, I'm telling you to trade your own account because of this, you know. Once you do this, then go for a funded account, you know. So I think that's the biggest thing. But no, and honestly, like I had to have one of my buddies like change that perspective for me, because one of my buddies that I've known for quite a while, like we got into trading kind of around the same time, and we both trade like completely different. He's like more of a swing trader, but I mean, like he's like one of those dudes where you'll see like 100K in a day, shit like that, you know. And I'm like, god damn. But yeah, long story short, I was talking to him and he was like, yeah, dude, like I actually been using a funded account. And I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about, dude? Like I've seen you hit 100K, you know, like gains like on your own accounts. Like why are you doing this? And he started like talking about the tax benefits and things like that. And, you know, if I lose my money, that I'm just losing the money for the account. And it was like I just had like the light bulb, you know, go off in my head. And I was like, huh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to be said. Well, also, if you have the funded account, like you're gonna get refunded what you paid anyway, so you're really not losing anything.
True, very true.
But yeah, I 100% agree with your stance on like money's not gonna make you a good trader, so don't get a funded account. Yeah.
Can I say something, Mike?
Yeah.
I want to say about story about funded account. You know, I usually used funded account. Yeah. No, first time on 2020, maybe I started funding in FTMO. Before starting funding account, I have only maybe $1,000 I have. Then I buy 10K FTMO funding account, and $900 I put in live account. Okay. At the same time, I trade on funding and as well as my own account. Now I complete the first challenge, second challenge. Okay. Then trading continue. Now after that I pay first payment from the FTMO, $1,300. Okay. Then 1,300 plus which I pay for buy 10k account. When I receive the amount from FTMO, then I buy 100k to account. Okay. Now overall, I want to say behind my success is funded account. This time I don't use funded account. I used my live account, my own asset, because I made almost from funded account 150k almost.
Wow.
Then I put all the amounts in my own account, and I am trying to trade like on my own this time. But my success comes from funded account, bro, because I have no asset, no more asset. I was student in that time. No, I have
Right.
$100, $1,000. But I knew it, my strategy and my trading journey, and I have little bit confidence I can do. I did only one or two trade daily. One trade on London, pre-London, and one New York. That's it. And you know, when I bought funded account, bro, that time Corona will come. Corona came. Market movement was nice. That's why. And at the same time, when I received 12,000, maybe 12,000 from FTMO, then that time crypto was 11,000. I bought crypto, one crypto, and hold it till 27,000, maybe 27,000. Then I sold, and that's it. After that, I don't buy crypto because I know that time crypto was go up, but I knew it. This is gambling totally.
It's an amazing story.
Yeah, you know, bro, funded funded account is well and good, but if anyone in consistent trading, if anyone doing consistent 2%, 3% a day, okay. No, example today I did only one trade, 35 pips. That's it, call a day, because I knew market is not. No, we have news and something like that, so no problem. I catch the move, one trade, and call a day. Tomorrow I will see, because market going continue day by day. There is no stoppage.
Yeah, that's discipline.
Yep.
Yeah, discipline. Yeah, need discipline.
That's it. That's the perfect story for
Yeah.
why funded accounts are, you know, a really good like launch pad.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, and that's the thing, you know, like even to that point, like my journey has definitely not been the same as like most traders, you know. Like I've been in entrepreneurship, you know, I kind of like, I don't know, I've had times like spurts, especially throughout my trading journey, where I made like some pretty solid money, And so like I didn't really care about losing $500 in a day trading, you know, like I was willing to take that risk, whereas like a lot of people don't have that luxury, you know. So so yeah, no, I completely agree with you, Sadaquad. Like and just like you said, Jake, too, you know, it's a perfect story as far as how funding accounts can help you out, because you know, it's just the mindset behind, you know, having more capital based on your proven strategy. But like you said, proven strategy, you know.
Exactly. That's the key. Yeah, I don't condone people to just buy funded accounts.
Yeah.
It was more so for you, since you are, you know, consistent.
No, first of all, you know what I did. First of all, I did 3 months trading on my live account, and I just experienced I can consistent, and I can trade daily on the basis on my strategy, and I can get 10% at the end of the month. Okay.
Hell yeah.
After that I started funding account because you know, bro, because I knew it. My parents is not so much rich. They can give me 10k for the trading. So I made myself from the little amount.
That's amazing story.
That's it.
Yeah.
See, that's what happens when you actually follow the rules.
Yeah. The rules
Yeah,
you set for yourself.
Like, who would have thought you get successful if you stick to your plan?
Yeah, I mean, most of the time when I see people like, you know, complaining about losses, you know, I bet you like the one question I could ask would be like, well, were you following your plan? You know,
like 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
No, I think loss is the part of trading. Yeah.
You have to expect to take losses. Yeah.
If I put the stop loss, if I stop out, then okay, no problem, because it was a part of my plan. Yeah. No, you know who is complaining for losses, because who before trading they don't know where is my stop loss, where is my profit gain. After that, when the losses 5%, 3%, then they complaining, oh, I had losses. No, loss is the part of our life. No, I think as a boy, girlfriend is a part of life. As a trader, I think loss is the part of life.
Yeah.
I accept.
Yeah, it's true.
But sometimes people lose more than other people. That's the problem.
That's the problem, because they break on discipline. That's why they are crying after losses.
No, like
I've been there before. I've been there.
Hearing Raj's story, like how much did he lose? Like 60 grand or something, and he started crying on the couch. Did you remember
Shit,
that story?
I've cried over way less, man. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
60 grand, I might be doing more than crying.
One thing I learned from Raja is cut losses. I saw his video. I saw his video on YouTube before maybe 6 months or 8 months, and that strategy also very good. Cut losses, yeah.
Definitely. That's how you can have a 1-to-1 ratio and turn it into like a 1-to-3.
I applied on my trading journey. No, that is very good. Small losses and big profits. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're sad about a loss, you either weren't following your plan or you were over leveraging.
Yeah, part of plan.
Pretty much it. Or you're on a losing streak, you're pissed.
Even then though, as long as you're only taking one trade and you're only risking 1%, you know, it is what it is. Part of the game.
True. Yeah, I find it.
What about has anyone been in a situation where like they've gone against the trade, but they've let the trade keep going? It's like, oh, it's gonna go back down. I'll just wait. You know what I mean? I just wait. And then it goes passes like one section, then two section. It's like, fuck. No,
Like you
it was
remove
like,
your SL.
yeah, it's like, oh, you know, it's $100. You know, I'll wait till 200, and it was like, and then you was like 500. Oh,
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
it, you know. Then you go to
Yeah.
kamikaze mode, like, fucking, I'll fucking lose everything. Have you been in that? Fucking take it.
No, that's it.
Oh man.
We've all been there, down several thousand, and you're just like, you know what? I'll just double down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that a lot of times.
Do that.
Yeah, that
No. What's really bad is when you put an opposite order in to like hedge your current losing position.
oh man, yep. Yeah.
That's when you know you shouldn't be trading.
Yeah, K Haas just did that, man. K Haas in a YouTube chat, he just did that. He did it
Start
with he did it with the fucking gold right here. He said he had to sell at 1774. So damn, that would have been down here.
Yeah.
Down here somewhere. Then he had another one. He had another one at 1776. That would probably be like right here. And then another one at 1777. So he just did that, you know, and then closed at 1783. He said.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for laughing because it's terrible, but trust me, K Haas, if you're still with us, man, and you're like, man, fuck these guys, they're making fun of me. No, I'm laughing because I've done this so many times, man. I've done this, like,
Absolutely.
I know what it feels like, and I'm laughing because I would never do this now.
Yeah. No, that's part of it. We all have to do that.
Yeah.
And that's when Sadiq said, cut your losses. Remember? Cut your losses. Like, just get out. Get out of the trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, 24K.
Yeah.
I have one question for you.
Yes, sir.
I listen about Australia. If you are trader and if you earn money, then you should pay 40% tax.
Yeah, I'm not up to that stage yet where I'm making like big amounts of profits. So I haven't dealt with the tax, but I'm sure it's up there. We pay a lot of tax up here, down here. Sorry.
No, one of Raja student, Dr. Sasa. Yeah, she told me about that. She's living in Australia, and she is also a good trader. No, she told me about that. No,
What part of Australia?
Yeah, no.
So that's why like everyone goes to Dubai.
Yeah. I was gonna ask about that. If anybody's been thinking about trying that.
I talked to my CPA about it, but he was just saying like, I mean, with the way I have everything set up now, like I have an S corp, and then the S corp owns another LLC that I withdraw my profits into, and then that S corp also owns two other LLCs that I have partners with and other businesses and stuff. So the way that I have it set up is I don't pay any income tax because I don't make any income. The LLC makes all the money. So like I was talking to him about it, and he was pretty much just telling me like, you know, until you get to a point where you're withdrawing like 250,000 plus per year from trading, it doesn't make any sense to do the Dubai stuff, you know, just because of like the cost to get, because he was saying like it would probably cost around like $8,000 to get everything finalized there, like LLC filed, then you got to get a license there or an ID there, then you got to open up bank account or whatever and do all that shit. But yeah, he was just pretty much saying like if you do it the way that I have it set up, like if you have an S corp, because like the reason the S corp runs the way that it is because I'm technically an employee to the S corp.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so if you have an S corp, have another LLC that money is being your trade profits are being deposited into, because then you know that LLC will for sure have to pay like, you know, taxes as its capital gains. But the difference is the S corp LLC is going to be losing money because there's no money incoming to it. So they kind of offset each other, and then you have all of your write-offs that are attached to the S corp. Like another thing that I do is I have my my girlfriend as an employee on that S corp as well. So anything that we do is like write off, you know, like dinner, fucking anything's a write off, you know. So but it's all just things like that, you know. So like basically what my CPA was telling me is like exhaust the things that you can do here before you take that step, because it's just going to be a whole nother ballpark, you know.
Yeah, that's really beneficial here since we're literally in the same state. I was about to ask my CPA.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
Raj has just done it because he's got his brokerage, and he's pulling out like what 250,000, and so he's got big amounts.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He's got that brokerage.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense for him to do it because of, I mean, even if like X out the brokerage, magic keys, all that shit, like screw all that. Just with whether he's withdrawing, I mean, I think this year he withdrew like 3 million or something. You know, I mean, that's, think about like, cause I mean, if that was to his Canadian stuff, I mean, I think it's like 50% or more there, you know, so that'd be 1.5 that you're paying in taxes, man. Kiss my ass, man. I'd be in Dubai too.
Yeah. I heard Canada is pretty strict.
Yeah,
Very
Canada
strict.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
Guys,
those guys. So wait, so your CPA said that Dubai is a viable option though?
Yeah, no, it's 100% doable. Yeah, he's just saying, you know, like exhaust what you can do here to mitigate it before taking that step.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if he said it's only like 8 grand, but you need to be making 250 to even make that like make sense. I mean, with the current tax rates, really you'd only be need to making like 40k to make that sense.
Yeah, 100%. But keep in mind like taxable income too, you know. So like with the way that I have it set up, like this past year, I think, I don't know what like the actual amount. I know like my LLC did like, I don't know, 600,000 or something like that. But the taxable income towards that was only like 40 grand, you know?
Yeah.
So with all write-offs, any type of job expenses, all this shit, you know? So it's like, that's basically what he's saying is like exhaust those plays, you know?
So basically you making 250, but you can set it up to where you're really only taxing like 30k or something.
Yeah, and that's specifically because of how I have the S corp set up. So like I bought a truck last year because I was in like a, you know, I was in a position where I need to get rid of some cash. So I bought a truck cash, you know, that saved me like 10 grand on taxes. You know, things like that, you know, where it's like necessary purchases, you know, things that are like needed, you know, but at the same time, like you wouldn't be able to do that off of like a Dubai LLC, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the challenge, I think. But yeah, you're exactly right. Like based on our shit, yeah, you know, you make 50 grand, you know, or so, you're already going to be spending that 6 to 8 grand.
You don't have many write-offs. It's like, might as well spend 8k and post up in Dubai.
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
But yeah, I mean, that's cool that it's viable. I was gonna ask my Georgia CPA, and I figured they would be like, nah.
Yeah, they might. They might, but yeah, this guy that my CPA is like, he's a younger dude. He actually works out of Arizona, but he specifically deals with traders. That's how I came across him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so like he deals with like a lot of crypto stuff and shit like that. So that's how I met him like originally, because like when I first got into business, I was trading Bitcoin, but I wasn't trading it like probably how you're thinking. Like how I was trading it is I was buying like 5 to 10 Bitcoin at a time, and I would mark it up 10%, and I would sell it off like 1 Bitcoin, 2.2. It's honestly like selling weed, you know, it's like the same concept.
Basically.
But yeah, so that's like how I first got into business, and because I was dabbling with crypto, nobody wanted to fuck with me, and I like that was in 2013. It was very new, you know. So, but yeah, this guy, he's like, yeah, no problem, I got you, and I've been working with him ever since. But
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But
yeah.
FTX weren't they in the Bahamas or something like?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Something like
You
that.
see, like that's.
Well, so and like so that's why like the way that I was trading Bitcoin worked was because FTX, Coinbase, there was no exchanges like that at that point. You know, so the only way that you could buy it is if you knew somebody that had Bitcoin that you could buy from them. Like Cash App, none of that shit was existed at that point. So I sold it on a platform called Local Bitcoins, and basically what people would do is they would, you know, open up an order on my Local Bitcoins account, and they would say I want 250 US dollars of Bitcoin. It would like calculate it for them. It would take the Bitcoin out of my account, put it in an escrow, and then they would go deposit cash into my bank account. and then so I would release a Bitcoin to them once I saw the cash deposited, you know, and like that's how I ran it.
Yeah, literally just weed.
Yeah, literally. yeah.
Like buy a pound.
Yeah.
Divide it.
Yeah. It
Mike,
was.
did you mine Bitcoin as well back then, 2013? That's like really.
No, I had a connection, and to this day I have no idea who this guy's name is, and I lost contact with him like a couple of years ago, probably like 5 years ago or so. But like this guy was like a wizard, man. He told me to buy XRP when it was like 0.0001, you know, per coin. Like it was insane. Like this dude was a complete wizard, but I don't know how he had Bitcoin or what his connection was, but that like I had him. He was like my supplier, you know.
Yeah.
And
I actually mined it in 2016. I built a big rig,
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
but it was
How many GPUs did you have, Jake?
I got 5 1080 Ti's at the time,
Yeah.
and it was probably about like 5K to build. And ultimately, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you're not really like making much. It's all dependent on like the market.
But if you would have started, if you started mining it back in the day, that would have been profitable, wouldn't it? Like,
Yeah,
when
so
you-
how it works though is it's all dependent on like the highest hash rate at the time, and Bitcoin never really has the highest hash rate. So all those miners, which basically just means like what's the most efficient thing to mine. So all those miners during that time, I mean, some were mining Bitcoin, but it's just not like it's just not an efficient thing to mine. So basically what it would be is like every hour it would switch to like some random ass coin that like you've never heard of, and it would take about like 10 minutes to start mining. So that makes it only profitable to switch the coins like once an hour, and you would basically just sell those coins as you mine them. But nobody
Yeah.
ever really went after solely Bitcoin for mining because it was just not efficient at all, unless they were like total, you know, bulls about Bitcoin.
yeah, I watched a really good documentary when I think it was 2008, like when Bitcoin just started and all that,
Yeah, yeah.
and they were mining it just basic desktop computer, you know.
Yeah, you used to, but yeah, with every they're called blocks. Like with every block mine, it just gets harder and harder to mine. And so by the time it's like 2016, even when Bitcoin is only like, I don't know, like 8,000 or something, like it's still just like so inefficient to even start mining.
Yeah.
That's how they limit supply. They make it harder and harder.
Yeah. Looks like nothing's gonna happen today, boys.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna wait for is one of the two scenarios to happen here. Either, you know, a closure below here for sells down, or a closure above for buys up. But yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a tradable range here. Like if we were to get a pullback, it's like 32 pips, so I don't know. If we get some sort of pullback and we can show signs to like go retest the highs there, it might work out. But just based on like how this past level is right here, you know, it's probably, it's either gonna respect this or it's not gonna respect this. If it does respect it, it's probably gonna go up. If it doesn't, it's probably gonna go down. And then gold, yeah, just nothing at this point. A closure outside of this
sell,
range.
no buy.
Yeah, closure outside of
Gold
this
has
range.
no sign, bro. No sign to sell buy.
But yeah, I mean, with that said, I'm gonna shut it down for today. I'll try and post in the Telegram if I do look to enter anything. I'm gonna keep the charts handy because typically when we see things like this happen, we see massive moves at London close. So there should be opportunity is basically what I'm saying. It's just probably not gonna be until 11 a.m. Eastern or something like that. So the next hour and a half or so. But yeah, I'll try and post it in the Telegram if I'm gonna execute on something.
All right.
Well, thanks for having us again, guys.
Absolutely.
Mohammed,
Yeah.
Jake, Sadiq,
Yes, sir.
really good. Thank you, Mike.
It's
You're the
been around.
man.
Absolutely, man. You guys are awesome too. Thank you for showing up. It's always a good time.
Okay, guys. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye. See you tomorrow. Yeah.
Adios. We'll do it again tomorrow. Have a good one.
Peace.
Have a good one. Thank you. Have a great day.
Okay, and then real quick before I hop off YouTube here, I'm gonna make sure I missed some things here. Are you looking to enter gold buys if we close above resistance? Yeah, so for gold, I'm gonna look for break and close either below or above. Those are the two things that I'm gonna look for. And then let's see here, Christine. Yeah, I'm at 60k. I would be doing a lot more than crying. Might be in a psych word. Yeah, legit. Unknown Avenger. Damn, we all been there. Yeah, I think you guys are talking about the story earlier. Sorry, I'm missing these. 1 to 2 trades, 1 to 2%, 100%. Does a trading account need to be in a corp account, or can it still be in your personal name? It can still be in your personal name. Just lost my... Oh. Okay, we're good. Yeah, it just depends on where you're withdrawing your funds to. I think that's the biggest thing. And as long as wherever you're withdrawing your funds to is connected to that LLC account, then you're good. Brown AU Pro, hi, what's happening? Johan, thanks, thank you. But cool. With that said, we're gonna shut it down for today. YouTube as well. If you're new to the stream, don't forget, like the stream, subscribe to the stream. We do this Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time to 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you want to hop on the Zoom sessions with us, you can just hop into the Telegram group here. Whoa, got a little lag there. Hop into the Telegram group here, and this is where we rockin'. So, adios for now. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Ahmad, share your CPA detail. Yes. DM me on Telegram and I'll send his contact information. Ahmad. Yeah, just DM me on Telegram. And then I saw somebody else DM me about that too. Let's see, who's this? Christine. Yes, Christine, I'll respond back to you with the contact info as well. Cool. Have a good one, everybody. Stay safe. See you tomorrow.